Mike, Kent, Sander, welcome, and thanks for being here. What are you guys up to?
Well, we traveled 2,000 miles to be here to play a 30-minute set like everybody else. So we're really excited to be here. We're a new band. We just released our first EP a month ago. So it's exciting because South by is really about new music and new artists and things like that. So it's an exciting time for us to kind of show our wares, if you will.
What inspired you guys to really start playing? Obviously, you have passion for music, but what's that moment where something clicks in your head and you're like, I want to do this?
I would say, there's a lot of reasons personally in my life, but actually a few years ago, Kent and I went and saw this band called Death from Above 1979. And I walked into that show. They're just a bassist and drummer, and they were the loudest, biggest thing I'd ever heard with two people. And I had never felt anything like that in my life. And I walked out of that show and I swore to myself I was going to create something like that.
All right, so you drove 2,000 miles to get here. So in those last surreal 30 minutes, what music were you guys listening to? Or what was the last full album you listened to?
The last full album I actually listened to,
ironically. There's a good story right now.
I've got a good story. I actually listened to Working Class Dog by Rick Springfield because we were at a bar last night standing next to Rick Springfield and I couldn't get Jesse's Girl out of my damn head.
I really liked your new video. I thought that was super cool.
Thank you.
Definitely touches my heart and in terms of like the industrial bombast that your sound has. But
it's a good representation of our band. If you go up to YouTube and just look up either King Loses Crown or look up the song My Revenge, you'll be able to find the song up there.
And who directed it?
It was directed by a now close friend of ours named Jim Mitchell, who was a visual effects director on Sleepy Hollow and Jurassic Park and a ton of gigantic films. He's now working on the new Wachowski brothers film right after he did our video.
Where is music going?
What I think is amazing is, there's all this talk about how, the music industry is, financially in trouble, but you just come here and you see just all these bands and musicians playing their hearts out.
Yeah, and I think one of the great things about it is it kind of weeds out the weak. It gets rid of a lot of the extraneous things or people that aren't going to stick it out and really work hard. And I always try and compare what's happening now to what was happening with rock and roll in the 50s, where people were really struggling and trying to make something that hadn't existed already, and it was a new industry, and it kind of feels that same way now.